All right, all right. So I guess we can. No, they each should get their own. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Overcast. We are your meteorologists,
The Weatherman,
the
whether you like it or
weathermen,
not.
here to hang out with you guys, and today we are talking about Fantastic Four 2025. Solo
Yeah.
went and saw it today. I saw it on Saturday. So wait, not this past Saturday, Saturday before last, right? Anyway,
Yeah. You saw it a day after the debut.
and Solo has thoughts.
Listen, I forecasted many things as a weatherman. I'm a meteorologist, but you know that being a meteorologist and being wrong is this the only job you can have, folks, as a weatherman, where you're wrong and you still keep it.
Yeah.
Keep your job even if you're wrong. All right. So I was right about a lot of things. I was wrong about other things. So I'm gonna start with the good, the bad, the right, and the wrong in
Okay.
different order. But here we go. So the thing that I loved about Fantastic Four is stuck very close to lore. And when I say close to lore, it was how strong of a female lead Sue Storm is.
Yeah. Like I said, I just the panels that I skimmed looking into her history after the movie, looking into every one of their bios or whatever, all the panels that she was very, hey, let's do this. We need to do this. Everyone get to where you need to go. She was very and Reed too. It's a role that was passed back and forth between them both, and there's nothing wrong with being co-leaders.
What the thing about Reed is that Reed's one of those. Reed is not Tony in the way that Tony. If Tony walks in a room, it doesn't matter who everybody else is. I'm Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? And he treats everybody like that. Whereas whereas Reed Richards is many in many ways polar opposite because he's a family man. Number one, he's a family man. Number one, and he only has ego when when it comes to the stuff he's trying to figure out, not people.
Okay, the
You know what
problem
I'm
at
saying?
hand, which
Yes.
was in the movie, from what I saw, like he was all over the place. Yes, but that it was a weird kind of focus, even though he was
Yeah.
all over the place.
He's a scattered genius. He's a super genius. As a matter of fact, the thing that I liked about Pascal's portrayal is that I believed him.
Okay,
I believed him. I believed him. I know that the actor doesn't know physics. I studied physics in college. I know that the actor probably doesn't know physics. I can tell you for a fact. But he sold it when I saw him on the chalkboard. However they did that. However they told me, oh, you're gonna write X. You're gonna write this equation, this algebraic equation. You're gonna write it, and like they sold me. Like
yeah,
I felt like a boy watching a cartoon, and that felt good to me.
I felt
It's
like
it's
everyone was doing their thing. Does that make
yes,
sense? You
yes,
know,
yes, and they
nothing seemed
all
out of place. Nothing seemed forced to me.
and the thing is, every Fantastic Four movie doesn't allow you to see the fact that they're all geniuses in their own way. Again, he said in the beginning of the movie, Reed did. He goes, "I went into space with the smartest people in their fields,
They
and
just
they
happen
happened to
to be, yeah, happen to be my wife, my
my brother."
brother-in-law, my best friend.
Hmm.
Fucking damn Ben Grimm, he fucking slingshotting around black holes.
Bro, and I was just talking about that. I was talking about that. I did that in a video game that I play called Elite Dangerous, where you use the
You play Elite
gravitational.
Dangerous?
Oh, yes. I have like 4 or 5 ships in Elite Dangerous.
Can you walk around, like get out and walk around?
I stopped playing the game shortly before those updates came out, but yes, you can. Now you can.
So that's when you can
You
walk around.
can
Is
you
it
can
like first
hijack ships.
person?
Yeah,
Hmm,
you can hijack
interesting.
ships, so all sorts of stuff.
Interesting. There's like planets to explore and stuff too.
Yeah. You're actually
Interesting.
part of the world. You create the world. You players are a part of
Well,
the that world's
all right, yeah,
history.
we'll talk about Eve. It's something that I always really wanted to play, but I'm a. Am I gonna get into this real quick by my damn self? and damn just give it a few minutes. But if I have someone to play with, anything you see,
Bro,
we play Call of Duty for hours.
I got
You
some of
know?
the biggest ships in that game.
Okay, shit. I'm down. I'm down. We'll talk about it. All right.
Anyway,
So, but that said, I felt
Ice
like
Slingshot.
everyone, every. Speaking of Slingshot, there's a movie called Slingshot. If you guys are listening, paying attention, there's a movie called Slingshot. It stars Ben Affleck's brother and Lawrence Fishburne, and it's like this movie has like 4 people in it, but it's about the psychological pressure of being in space by yourself.
Okay.
And it's called Slingshot because the premise of the thing is he's on a mission to slingshot around this thing to get to a certain destination for whatever XYZ. I can't remember. Anyway, I didn't feel like any of the characters felt forced, and then that's me watching again with no prior Fantastic Four knowledge, no prior. Hey, look, I know what's happening. I know everything that's going on. I went into it with characters that I'm like, okay, you know, these people seem cool. Everyone seems all right. And so what I'll do is I'll just chill. And then when I went and looked up the characters, it all aligned.
So I'll tell you this. I'm always critical about casting. I think we all are to a certain extent if you're a fan. But I was always critical about how they cast female leads.
Mhm.
And not for the reasons that like a misogynist might cling to. So for example, Gal Gadot's casting as Wonder Woman, I didn't like it for the reasons why I love my Wonder Woman strong. I love my Wonder Woman looking like she picks something
Amazon.
up. Like she picks something up and
Yeah.
put it down.
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie. My first experience with Gal Gadot was in
Fast and Furious, right?
Fast and Furious. And no offense, you know, to each your own. Beautiful woman. And you know, yeah,
Middle Eastern, I think. No, Israeli.
it's what it don't. Yeah, it's what it don't even matter. She, you know, she's on that list of beautiful people.
Yeah.
That said, baby girl don't got no ass, not even a little bit. And so I remember watching not Fantastic Four, watching the Fast and the Furious, and then zooming in, and I'm all about
butt cheek is
I'm all about like sexuality and all that stuff, and fan service basically. I'm all about fan service. But what y'all doing?
Not with that Vin Diesel. Come
I
on,
get it. But anyway, so that said, that's this famous thing from TikTok that when people talk to people, when people say shit or whatever, or dumb shit on the internet, people will comment, you realize this is my first impression of you. You know, like when they do dumb shit, I love seeing that comment on dumbass posts. You realize this is my first impression. So my first impression of Gal Gadot
was that?
What was that? So then when I see her in Wonder Woman, like, who is she beating?
What?
Who is she picking up and slamming? But
then you
got I heard that not the first one, but the 1800 one was really good. I've heard people say that one was good.
The 1984.
1984. I don't know what
I mean, they was all right. It's not even about the movies themselves. I think it's everything about her casting. And Sketch, one of our buddies, he says something before, and I agree with him, about when you first see Wonder Woman casted, she sells you because she's not part of the wider world, so she's walking around like a doe-eyed, fresh new face to the world coming out of Themyscira. She doesn't know anything, and then after she's introduced to the world, you acquire Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, to the world to have a wider range. And Gal Gadot just, like he said, she doesn't have the range to give you like the female equivalent of a Bruce Wayne, which is what she actually becomes when she gets introduced to the world and she creates her own fortune and all this other stuff. But not to get too far into Wonder Woman, but I was trying to say is that they tried to cast a pretty face versus somebody that had a range.
I agree. And let's be perfectly honest. Sometimes casting is important.
It's for everything, for storytelling. Because all right, so when I'm looking at I'm sorry, she's a beautiful woman for all accounts. The actress that played Sue, she's I
Vanessa Kirby.
when I looked at Vanessa Kirby at her casting, I didn't think anything of it. But then I started seeing the promos, and I'm like, I hope they didn't cast us just a pretty face, because because Sue Storm is like she's like every woman in one. She's a mother.
It's all in me.
She's everything. Sue Storm. No, I'm serious. Like, Sue Storm, if you look at her in comic books, she's a fierce woman. She's up there with all of them. She's motherly, she's strong, she's a wife, and you saw that full range of, especially like the mother in her. You saw that full range of strong female character without having to be like sold in a way that's not true to the character's lore or the story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I don't like about the way, and I wanted to say this on stream before I did anything else. The one
Okay.
thing, and I'm complaining only about things surrounding Sue Storm, and I'm also being very complimentary. But there's one thing I don't like about the way they treat moms in media, man.
And what's that?
In order to show the strength of a mother's love, they always have to kill her.
Yeah. So I thought that too. So when she, okay, real quick, we're about to be 12 minutes in. So we're talking about this stuff, expecting you got anyone listening to have already watched it.
Having I seen it.
Yeah, we don't need to go cut back into the story. We know what it's about. We know the gist, and if you don't, I'm sure it got spoiled by you by accident. But anyway, what we're talking about is the portion at the end when she's pushing Galactus with a thing, and I'm thinking in my head like push over, and then when she died, I'm like, they have to show Nathan doing something, I guess.
You talking about Franklin?
Franklin, I mean, they have to show Franklin doing something, I guess. Where are you Nathan from? Who's Nathan?
Nathan Gray is another super strong Marvel character, genetic clone of Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
No, that's the X-Man.
He's X-Man.
No, the X-Man. No, that's my. Listen, what do they say? A mutant Jesus? That's what they call him. if y'all don't know, Google
Nathan Gray.
He's Cable. No, he's Cable.
Yeah, he's Cable.
Yeah. So Nathan Gray's he's Cable, but his young version.
Yeah.
He looks like a mutant. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I did feel, I was like, y'all had all that. He's getting pushed, not to mention the assistance help from Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she didn't need to die. I could see she got hurt real bad, huff, passed out, came back. I did think it was a little bit much. A death and instant revive. Okay. I felt like all that happened so they could show how powerful Franklin was.
So, and that's the thing. I think that they didn't have to do that in the movie. If Galactus is interested in him, that's enough.
Listen, me hearing in the first 30 minutes, Galactus says he has the power cosmic. He alone can satiate my hunger and free me from this life that I'm in. And in my mind, I'm thinking, there's something powerful about that fucking kid.
That's it.
And to be perfectly honest, I didn't need any, even though I know who Franklin Richards is, then I'm like, okay, in the back of my mind, I'm like, that baby, something special about that baby. This dude is willing to trade an entire planet for that baby. There's something up with that baby. That real quick pause. Fantastic Four had fantastic visual effects, except for fucking Franklin Richards and the Thing. You pissed me off. Every time they had him holding Franklin Richards, he looked like a damn AI. I was waiting for his fingers to fucking meld together and shit. Like, y'all, you can't tell me The Thing looks real. The Thing looks like a real thing that's doing things, and like I can see this orange rock man sitting on that chair, and then you got this paper mache fucking ass baby on the fucking on his arm. It was crazy. I can see, and you know what? It would have been fine if they got away with it like one time when he was born. They handed it to him maybe one time at the thing, but that's it. Give the baby to Johnny, and so you can use the real baby.
Because
Outside of that, it was so I didn't like that. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't like that as well. I didn't like the dying. I also feel like with the Fantastic Four and the history that they have, I feel like that the timeline for that movie was extremely accelerated.
Oh yeah, they did.
You gave us Galactus, Silver Surfer, Franklin Richards already. Damn, you didn't even introduce Doom yet. Well, you did, but you didn't. We don't know who he is.
We don't know
ultimately as fans, and it's like all this ground you had to cover, and we got Mole Man. Like you could have gave me a few more different enemies. I mean, I guess they did the monkeys and shit like that, but more of those enemies. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna tell you what happened there. That movie was a total love letter to James Gunn and the Superman movie. And I hate to say it, folks, they had Reed Richards detail all the bad guys they've been fighting. All the
this motherfucker made this dude, or he literally organized crime fighting.
Bruh, he's like, this is what we doing.
He said, yeah, I've been tracking these for which I got this guy over here, this guy over here. He literally baby being born, he baby proofed the city so that they don't have to worry about anything and they can just raise their baby.
Not even that, and not just that, bro. They glazed over like, oh, Mole Man is an issue. Now he got Subterranea. So
that's another thing. That's another thing. Wow, that's great. Mole Man's only purpose outside of the fucking the evacuation, it all tied together. But I felt like up until the evacuation, his initial fucking thing, his initial thing was to set up Sue to form that what's the word? Countries talk to each other, alliance or whatever, blah blah, and which is fine. But then that shouldn't have been a focus point. Let's see other shit. And so I felt like Mole Man was the person that they chose because they needed, when Galactus come, they needed the people to be able to go somewhere.
Dude, I read an article and I hate that I ran into it where they said that this is the age of evacuation. They said that look at Superman. They evacuated in Superman, and in fact, and you know me, bro. I would never go out my way to read an article about anything that we're about to discuss.
Yeah.
But I just ran into it because it popped up on my Google like timeline.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it says this is the age of evacuation. They evacuated, and because we're all tired of wanton destruction, and without caring about people. And I'm like, I mean, it's only the Fantastic Four, like the Avengers, because if you watch the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, like New York is getting crushed, but they're still talking about evacuating people. I think so. I thought that was like a bit of a leap. But all in all, the movie was great. I think that the artists surrounding the production on Galactus was fantastic. I have no issues.
I don't know too much about Galactus, but Galactus looked cool. Galactus ship looked cool. Galactus destroying the planet looked cool. Him being connected and realizing that they just take the planet and molt it in and just pump it into his veins. Cool as shit. His eyes, cool as shit. I swear when they showed his eyes one time, it looked like they were going to do the universe thing when they zoom in and there's a whole bunch of shit in like that. Really cool. Silver Surfer.
Fantastic.
I love seeing Silver Surfer surf shit. Lava, slipstream,
clouds,
everything. Dude.
Everything. It was
fucking cool.
And you saw they made fun of the first Fantastic Four movie, right?
How so?
Is not part of the body.
I haven't.
If you look at the first Fantastic Four movie, with the one with Jessica Alba, they were able to they were able to use the board as a they weaponized the board against the Silver Surfer, saying it was connected. So they made a point in this movie to make sure that they tell you that the board is not connected to the surfer.
Okay. Real quick. Real quick. Have you seen the Creed movies?
I seen like the first Creed movie, and then I don't know much about none of that. I'm a huge Rocky fan, by the way.
We should
I have
watch.
a hard time.
We need to watch all three. We'll get back to that.
I have a hard time with Michael B. Jordan movies. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
We were driving, and we were getting into Newark, New Jersey, right? And, you know, my daughter says she's like 2 years old. She goes, Michael B. Jordan, and I'm like, I don't understand.
Her
We,
first words.
yo, I no, not her first words, but it was the fact that she knew the man's whole name, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
you can't say just Michael.
all I did, I was on the passenger side. All I did was just look at her mother. I just looked at her mother. What am I supposed to do? Like, we're in Newark. We just got into Newark.
Let's
Broad
see
Street,
this
Newark.
real quick. Michael B. Okay, so what? It's 2025 now. She was 2, so 2022. What was big for him in 2022?
Black Panther.
Yeah, yeah. She liked that. She liked the dreads so to the side.
Oh, come on. That's the thing is, I think my fiance had said Michael B. Jordan a million times.
Yo, Michael B. Jordan has on his fucking page. I gotta share it. I gotta share it because you won't believe it until you see it. Michael B. Jordan has fucking look what he has credited right here as a movie. Right? Oh, you can't see my
No,
Oh,
no,
there you go, right here.
I Am Legend 2. Whoa.
I Am Legend 2.
Whoa. Already?
It's official. I enjoyed I Am Legend. I thought it was great.
It was
You
sad.
know what was dumb? The fucking what's this guy's name? I gotta show you. Charleston Heston. Charleston Heston. You know who he is?
No. Remind me.
When you see him, hold on. Oh, it's Omega Man. Sorry.
Oh, Mega Man was a good one.
Omega Man.
Yeah, he was the dude that couldn't get the disease or whatever.
Yeah, literally this guy. Charleston
I know who Charleston Heston is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just but his was kind of crazy. But anyway, that's dope. 2, that's crazy that she knew that man's whole name.
Yeah, she knew his whole name, and I was like, I just looked. Yeah, the look, I had this incredulous look, like the nerve of you, like she must have said his name so many times. That's like learning your grandfather, learning grandpa or something.
Dude, like exactly, like it had to be said enough time that she formulated the words, and now it's a commonplace conversation when you ain't around.
But you don't even understand what made that worse. So the moments that passed after that Michael B. Jordan incident in the car, it was dead silence in the car. But it was like I looked at my daughter at the few seconds of like my jaw being on the middle console, and then my daughter laughed because she looked at my face, right? So then every day after that, if she wanted to get on my nerves, you know what she does?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, and then she runs away.
Damn.
That lasted for like 3 years.
Damn. So yeah, that's why you're right. That's why you're like fuck Creed. I ain't really trying to watch that shit. I get it.
Yo, Michael B. Jordan, I don't hate you. I just hate the way your name is said real fast like that. Michael B. Jordan.
So no, well, Jessica Alba wasn't a Michael B. Jordan, but we were on a Silver Surfer. So you were saying about other things that you thought you were right about, and things you were wrong about.
What I was right about, it was that they were going to give us the best Fantastic Four that we've ever seen. The actors, the dynamic between what I wanted to see and what I knew that Feige was not going to fail us on was the family dynamic. Um, between Reed, Ben, and Johnny, especially that scene with when they're trying to get the baby seat right. That, you know what I'm saying? That looked like
that was good.
like a dad and two uncles, bro. Like, let's get it together, fellas.
Yeah.
Like, that's like us at the barbecue trying to get the grill ready.
Hmm,
You know,
hmm.
So
I mean, if we were incompetent uncles,
yeah.
we're cool uncles. But yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
For the reference, I understand.
this is from the movie theater. We
Dude,
got family.
I wanted that cup. They don't have it. I don't know if you know. I like to collect. I like to collect cups. All right.
Yeah, man. They
But
didn't have
then,
you had to go to premiere night, man.
but then I also like to I like to collect popcorn buckets too.
Hey,
So,
listen, you wouldn't be a real meteorologist if you didn't like to do that type of stuff.
the batteries. Oh wait. Oh no, it's on.
Oh, that's ill. I see the lights. That's ill. I got a Simba one in there from when Mufasa came out. Hold on.
I want to get The Witcher has a Kikimora one. It's a Netflix has a Kikimora. That's dope as shit. I love fucking popcorn buckets. I got it's in the car. One of my favorite fucking popcorn buckets is this shit. I don't feel like running out to get it, but watch this.
While you do that, I guess I'll say, ooh, that's a nice one.
This one right here. Like you hold a little group and he's holding the bucket with his fucking tentacles. I love that. I if I can
That's
find it, I take if I hadn't left it in my car from the previous movie, that's my bucket that I take. But look at this one.
See, that's dope.
Yeah. It's a Kiki. Is it? Is that
Did they say?
Kikimora? Kikimora.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay. So right about.
I was right about that they were going to do a good job on the family
Okay.
dynamic. I know the story is going to be great.
I thought it was a family dynamic. I love every single thing that happened, and every single time someone needed something, everyone had a role in lifting everyone else up and getting out. Fucking Ben, he fucking talked to Reed, set him straight from time to time. Fucking Johnny, he doing shit, but he set getting set straight and setting people straight time to time. Everyone believes in each other. For example, one of the fucking biggest pet peeves that I have in movies is not communicating. You and I are in the same place and something go down, the one thing we gonna do is communicate if it's if we can make sound and shit. And it's gonna be like, hey dude, you hear voices? Yeah, man, I hear voices too. Like shit. I was waiting to fucking, to see something. I was sitting, okay, so we both hear voices. What are they? It don't even matter what the fuck is that. We're gonna have a conversation about our surroundings. We're gonna get that. One of my biggest pet peeves in movies and shit that they do with the plot is not having people communicate or having people willingly withhold information when they know a situation is going on.
Yeah. They didn't hit us with that.
So I love the fact that when Johnny was like, she talked to me, he came back and immediately said, she talked to me. And then they said, okay, what did she say? And they had a conversation about what she said, what it meant. Yeah, they fucked around and put whatever, but it was a conversation that was had.
Even if it didn't lead anywhere at that moment.
Even didn't lead anywhere, it was a conversation that had shared information. Great great dynamic. Everything that I got from them was that they trust each other. They got each other's fucking back, and they making sure that if anyone's standing up, they all standing. They all on the same page. They all was going on. Suki went outside to tell them that they ain't giving their baby back. They were out there with her. Although,
But still
explain
do
this
what
to
you
me.
want, man.
Would you chalk? We all know what's it called in the movie when they show you something that it's going to be for later?
Foreshadowing.
When they foreshadow, we saw the foreshadowing with the teleporter, right? Can you chalk it up to him being stressed to not think on a global level that he could do the Earth until she literally said the word teleport or move the Earth? I will move Earth.
They foreshadowed the egg.
They foreshadowed the egg. Yes, yeah. So I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about they foreshadowed the egg. My thing is, why do you think Reed Richards didn't come to that conclusion on his own without having to hear someone say move Earth? Do you think it's because the way his brain works and he's 100 million things, he's not thinking of the most simplest thing?
I think that Reed was trying to look for he didn't want to see past, I guess, at the moment, the the I guess it's one of those things where you have so many problems because the thing is the moving heaven and earth thing happened after the initial plan was, yo, we just gonna fight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we just gonna have to fight, because remember, um the I had a lot of questions about the moving the earth thing, like personally, because there's a bunch of reasons why the earth is the way it is, and it's because the orbit we have is perfect.
And listen, you like me, because when they said that or whatever, I'm thinking, do you guys not know how space works? And if Earth disappears from its current spot, things are going to fucking implode on whatever the fuck. But he did say, and I've seen it twice. So he did say, and I caught this a second time. He said within a 2% margin. That was we're gonna be right where Earth should be in an alternate whatever the fuck. But again,
I remember that.
How do you know that they aren't going to teleport somewhere and like 4 moons fucking slam into a fucking Earth?
Because we have, because the thing is they were teleporting the earth, not the earth and the moon. And the moon is our
Have you ever seen the movie Moonfall?
No, I haven't.
Okay. A lot of people don't like it. I enjoyed it. I like space, post-apocalyptic shit. But one of the things they explained and they showed is how important the moon is. Tide, fucking gravity, earthquakes, all kinds of shit. And so in the movie Moonfall, the moon got closer. And so Earth was cracking, fucking, lava, fucking, again, tsunamis, all kinds of shit. So you pop Earth from one place to another, and there's not a similar moon. Or what if there is a similar moon, but there's a second one? How does that moon affect all of a sudden everyone pancakes? Except for
maybe there's 2 suns. Binary star system. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of questions on the scientific side of things with that, but all in all, I've seen worse. It's just we've never seen them put out like something like on such a planetary scale, like
yeah,
like we're gonna move Earths. I never seen that in no movie, but I liked the idea of how getting rid of Galactus. Now my whole thing is what they doing with his ship. He just walked out his ship, right?
Listen, I have a lot of questions about Galactus. One being, did he get off his ship with the expectation that I'm just going to take this baby anyway? Fuck him. I'm going to take this baby and then I'm going to go back to my ship and I'm going to eat the planet. Because he got off that ship without any conversation. One, he got off the ship after he knew they were trying to fucking teleport the fucking planet away. Silver Surfer put an end to that. Then he jumped off the ship, you know, fucking winking at Lady Liberty, and then fucking he started walking down, making his way downtown.
Yeah.
walking fast.
Yeah.
but then
More like a kaiju.
it is a dude. It is a movie, and I understand that it's a movie. My man stepped in two things. One, ignoring the fact that the baby's there. Let me do two things. Let me start with this one. They showed us in the fucking first 40 minutes that he can do a quick scan, and he literally scanned her fucking belly and said, I want that baby. He got off, scanned where fucking Franklin was and started walking that way, but four geniuses didn't assume that he was going to scan again.
and not see that the damn baby was in a Baxter building.
And then my dude get to walking and stop his foot right over the bright ass red line that they trying to get me on. And he said, huh? You smart little creatures. You always got me. And then went and took the baby anyway.
Yeah, but my thing is, I never reconciled why he got off the ship in the first place.
Okay, I missed that part. Okay. So he knew that they were fucking trying to teleport. Silver Surfer handled that. He jumped. Then my only thing is he was just gonna take the baby anyway. That's all I can think of. Before he destroyed the planet, he was just gonna take the baby anyway.
I guess he wanted to do it himself, but like
that's why I assume that he would think that Silver Surfer would have too much, resistance. He's like, I'm gonna do it myself. He gets off his ship just to pick the baby. That's it. Sue Storm's powers, they didn't even fucking hit the tip of the iceberg on how powerful she actually is. They just showed her pushing stuff. She can do some crazy shit.
Yes. Have you Googled her, bro?
I did. After the movie, I did. And I'm like, wow, y'all only showed her going invisible and pushing stuff. She can do a whole bunch of shit, let alone fucking like, anyway. So I feel all in all tied together, it was a cohesive movie. All over the place, rushed, but it fit in times. Outrageous, but you gotta understand. Oh, it's a movie, so let me, Galactus fucking not pretending that a billion-year-old creature is not gonna know the old bait and switch. But I do feel like it was done well. So what are the stuff that you were wrong about?
I didn't think Joseph Quinn had the range.
Joseph Quinn
is the Human Torch. The only thing I seen him in was
Quiet Place.
No, Stranger Things.
Chrissy, wake up!
Yeah, that's my boy. He's one of my favorite characters there, and I knew he was talented, but I didn't. He put on weight, for example. First of all, he put on some weight for this movie, and he looks great in blonde. But most of all, he sold me on a youthful, exuberant Human Torch. I didn't think he had the range. Like, and the way they gelled, just Kirby, him, Pascal.
They had I could look at them and tell they had a great relationship. I could look at them and tell they were a happy family. They got along, and again, they took care of each other. I thought it was great.
Yo, dude,
I don't think I saw this thing today about this this video. This guy was talking. This one girl had read this article about how they were changing Johnny Storm from a playboy, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. And so then she was backtracking, saying, hey, look, they actually didn't really do anything to Johnny. And the guy who was doing the video was like, yeah, of course. Johnny's still Johnny. Johnny still flirt. Johnny still play around. But instead of him doing with a whole bunch of girls in 2025, he's only got eyes for one girl in 2025. It don't change anything about his character. Don't change anything about his quips and his mentality and what he thinks. Don't tell me how to shoot the sexy alien. It's Johnny, So all these articles and all these people talking about how, you changed this and this was changed.
Woke Johnny. Woke Johnny.
And there was nothing woke. There was nothing in your face. There was nothing out of the way. The only thing that irked me about that movie, outside of the pacing of the timeline itself, was the CGI baby.
Bruh, yo, that's it. How about Mole Man talking about get your husband out the way so we can really talk, baby?
Yo, he said, my dude said, it ain't my fault. He said, it ain't not my fault. I didn't dress you. I said, damn. I said, all right. I said, look how they do it. I said, all right. Yeah, clock it. He got his ass, man.
I like
that. I like Mole Man, but I like Mole Man for, like, in my opinion, I felt like the Mole Man could have been like 2-3 minutes. That whole Mole Man, to be perfectly honest, it actually was. It was super quick. Mole Man stole the Pan Am building. Fantastic Four fucking thwart the thing. Sue brokers a treaty. Cool. So, okay, hindsight looking at it, I feel like they did Mole Man pretty well. I do feel like to go from Mole Man to Galactus is 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, but all right. So to be fair, if you notice, Subterranea is being looked at within that Earth 828, or whatever it was.
Yeah, 828.
It's being looked at as a regular place to go to. It's about as real as Wakanda is. It's 616.
How's that work? I was thinking about that too. Structural integrity. You got Galactus walking on top of you. You already dropped the Pan Am building once. You know what? I take that back. The Pan Am. Hold on. How tall is the Pan Am building?
It to me is
807 feet. How many floors is the Pan Am building? 59 stories. So 59 stories on the ground. That's enough earth in between. Yeah, it ain't nothing breaking unless you
jumping or something.
I'm not gonna wrap my head around. Okay,
you don't have to.
So I thought I did. I thought Mole Man was hindsight. I thought Mole Man was done great. I thought him being done great led to. I enjoyed that whole moment with him and Reed and Johnny. I enjoyed the whole evacuation and whatever. I felt like, okay, they set him up. He needed, but again,
you know what I was thinking about?
What was that?
Dr. Doom was not at the summit. You saw that shit
not once.
Empty.
Yeah, he wasn't.
They said Latveria.
They specifically showed he was vacant. And so
his country's called Latveria then.
Yeah.
My thing is, if Latveria is there, Wakanda must exist also there, right?
There's
a Black Panther there.
It would have to be.
They would.
I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
So they're stuck in like a futuristic 60s.
And that I thought was, what bothered me. Another thing, just a little small thing. Why how much wasted material they use to make pregnancy tests? That thing was like that's a disposable pregnancy test. I mean, unless it's reusable, how many times you getting pregnant? But disposable pregnancy test, that thing looked like a fucking
calculator.
It looked like a sonic screwdriver. Like I'm sitting here like, damn, that's a one-time use. That thing gotta be expensive. But
it'll never miss.
unless Sue invented it for right then. I need to take a pregnancy test, whatever. And that's nothing that was cool is Reed creating that machine And then when he talked to Galactus, Galactus was like, he was like, no, I checked, he's fine. He was like, he hides his true nature from you. And I was like, oh, something going on with that baby.
Yeah, he knows more about the baby than you do.
So, all right, what? So that was it.
Aside from that, I did have reservation with the post credit scene, but that whole like fake Doom reveal, I don't think that was Doom. That might be somebody because Doom has followers, but
they're doing too. No, he had the mask off. Mask off, and Franklin was touching his face. So, but my thing is, again, timeline way too fast. We don't know nothing about Doom. You showed us a country, you didn't explain who part of that country, and then you got. I get it. If you know who it is, but the story was all over the place.
But before we hop off the Fantastic Four train, do you? I don't know a lot about Mole Man, but if you talk to me about what he represents, he has a pretty much subterranean city / country.
Yep.
Do you understand? He put everybody in a burrow inside that motherfucker. Like, but he's as powerful underground as like a Wakandan is above ground. Or like you see what I'm trying to say? Like Baron Zemo is a baron of a country. He's also like them. Except, he doesn't I think he had to relinquish his royalty or whatever the case may be. He used to be a royal. Anyway, I'm just saying Latveria is like Wakanda. Wakanda is subterranean.
Subterranean is like
he got goons down there. Like he ain't the Mole Man for no reason.
No, I saw when they dropped that Pan Am building, he had the goons running up. So I know he's a legitimate, thing. That's why I was saying when I started back thinking about like the stuff that I saw, I was like, okay, he wasn't just some weirdo fucking chump. He actually was doing shit, and he actually did have an entire fucking civilization underground, and he did let the motherfuckers come and stay. So let's see what else. Silver Surfer was done great. Silver Surfer story. I mentioned this to one to sketch one. So, do you think that because we got Shalla here, Shalla has now pissed off Galactus and help teleport him or whatever. So he's wherever they teleported, he obviously fucking putting it through it. So everyone knows that Shalla. I don't know the Silver Surfer's real name, but what's Silver Surfer's real name?
I forget his name is Amon. Let me see. I'll look that up.
So anyway, so we know that Shalla is married to the Silver Surfer. They have a family. They have children. They have yada yada yada. His name
Norrin Radd.
Norrin Radd. Okay. So everyone knows that that's their story. Their story cannot be changed. It's Galactus chose one of them. The other stayed behind. That's the story, right? They've never been. Have they ever been Silver Surfer at the same time?
No.
So that's why I'm going. So because they haven't been, and because it's Disney, and because they already rushing shit and they're already doing whatever they want, I think that in order to take revenge on Shalla, he's gonna go back, make her husband a new Herald, destroy the planet.
That's if they don't get so that's a wild theory because Kevin Feige has been on record in several different outlets from what I'm gathering that this is all to boil down to Secret Wars to be able to reset the entire universe.
Secret Wars, is that when Spider-Man got cosmic powers?
That's when Spider-Man first got in tune with the Venom symbiote. That's when he first became Black Suit Spider-Man.
That him getting a symbiote from as part of the Secret Wars.
Yeah. So Secret Wars is pretty much a bunch of gods playing chess with heroes and villains.
We need to do a deep dive.
Okay. This is a deep dive. That's why like a lot of the things that happen in Marvel I get pissed at because I know so much about the Marvel universe. So
And you feel like they while you know where they're going with it, they are
oh
moving the
yeah,
pieces all weird.
it's weird, but Secret Wars is how they resetted the universe in the comics. Like you can look it up. Like
Yeah, I believe.
Secret Wars is how they reset the continuity and they started a new universe. So they're literally giving us something that comic book readers saw over the course of like months, years, or whatever. You know, the culmination of they're doing that in the movie.
See, Battle World. Okay, okay.
Secret Wars
Beyond and Battle World and stuff like that. Okay, okay, okay.
that's gonna be like they're gonna whoever wins, it's a chess game, and these gods they're like watching this whole thing take place, and you know once it's almost like Killer of Killers with Predator. You know, they're the ones moving the pieces around. So like you know it's not gonna be weird to see you know Killmonger in Secret Wars. It's not gonna be strange to see like nobody in Secret Wars because no to these people to these like higher entities, they could just bring a dead person back for Secret Wars,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and all that. But
But okay, so let's do rating out of 10.
I get a solid 8.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a solid 8 as well. Visually, I'm gonna give it a 10, a 9, and it would have got a 10 if it wasn't for Franklin.
Casting?
No, CGI.
Okay. Oh, so
The
you talking
baby
about
casting was fine. He did his job. Him laying on her chest and bringing back to life. That was a real baby. I understood that. Don't let the thing hold the baby again.
they ain't never gonna do that again because Franklin ain't gonna be that young again. But I wonder.
After that shit, that's right. When we saw him with Doom, he was what, 4?
4.
Yep. Okay.
So he's like 4.5 because it's 4 years after 4.5
Okay.
years after his meeting with Galactus. But because you know he's like 6 months old or whatever, like
Yeah, baby.
he's like newborn. So
How long
I
it
would
take? How long take Galactus to get there? A couple months.
a couple months, like 3 or 4 months. Remember, he's
Shit,
like he's in Mars. He's just past Saturn.
shit.
You
He
know,
passed Mars. He around the corner,
yeah,
basically.
right there. They're rocking the
So,
sun, baby.
but all
Uh,
right. Wait.
so
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this one last thing. Uh, I did what I liked that like you know Pascal does it again, man. He was my dad. He was everyone's dad, bro. Mr. Fantastic was a dad, bro. He was like, yo, it's my job to figure out the worst things and figure out how to fix. I felt like a dad right there because we're
It was
dads,
nice.
bro. But and then I loved that the maternal instinct in her was to like yo, tell me what you thinking, fam. And she was like pressing him, but I understood because I've understood that sort of pressure as a parent. Like, what you trying to say, fam? No, he's like, yo, these elements exist. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, fam, we got to talk about them because that's what people. Because he was trying to talk about what people see. People see that our son is the key. You know, so it was just a hard scene to probably film and not let your own maternal instincts pop in
No,
because
so I got
that was my
the
favorite
fa-
scene.
the family dynamic, the the visuals, some parts of the story. Like the first beginning was that whole first beginning was dope. Um, I just feel I honestly and truly feel like as much money as y'all have, y'all could have waited till Fantastic Four 2 for Franklin. I'm just saying like that's a lot to introduce a reality warping, human, mutant or whatever. When it's like he's a mutant, right? He's technically
He's a mutant.
is he a mutant
He's
because of cosmic rays, or he's a mutant
no,
because of
he's mutant because he was born that way.
okay? So and that's another thing. Like it's hard to fucking to take anything seriously when you know Franklin can snap his fingers as a 4-year-old because he won a Happy Meal.
And but that's the thing. How is Franklin Richards gonna? How is he? All right. So the thing about Marvel is they have an interesting way of introducing something like Sentry on Thunderbolts, right? And then show you Franklin Richards that makes him look like a, preschooler.
Literally.
Like so, and the thing is, Sentry is powered by, like 100 whatever exploding suns or
Yep.
whatever. Like he has literally black holes happening in his body to give him power or whatever, like celestial explosions, whatever the case. And then Franklin has in the comic books as an infant had full-length conversations with primordial gods. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
crazy.
so so when you allow Franklin Richards to exist, right, you're going to need something like Battle World and Secret Wars to reverse
Okay.
it.
Okay. Mm,
And he has to participate in being resetted, Franklin.
yeah. Okay. I can. If I can, those dots can be connected. Yeah. Actually,
I'm just putting two together because
Who reset the universe in Secret World? Was it a Beyonder?
Beyonder, Madam Web was there. There's a bunch of them. The
Okay.
Watchers, like there was there was a few of them. And the thing is, nobody's saying no. You know what? That nobody's connected.
What's that?
We just saw Peter Quill's uncle.
Peter Quill. You gotta tell me who he is.
Peter Quill is Star Lord.
Really?
His father is Evo, Living Planet. Ivo,
Yeah.
Living Planet. Galactus's brother.
Okay.
His
Yeah.
unc came through.
That. Damn that. That 7 degrees of separation is crazy.
Unc came through. Say what's up. Oh, you know what I mean? Let me make sure I got that right. Let me make sure I got that right.
Let's see.
It's
They
Galactus.
they their end credit scene didn't leave a lot. I mean, everyone had, unfortunately, everyone has been exposed to Doom, and Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doom, and all that, right? So,
Oh, he's not, I guess.
and so I
Okay.
feel like you you just put out Thunderbolts and you showed us a damn ship. You showed us the Fantastic Four ship at the end of Thunderbolts, but then in the Fantastic Four movie, we don't get anything. But then they say that the next. So I looked at Pedro Pascal. Make sure I got the year right. So does that mean Doomsday is 2026, and then where's the other one? Where's the other one? Secret Wars is 2027. Avengers Secret Wars.
Mm.
So that said,
Indirectly related.
something in Doomsday has to tie back to Thunderbolts, right? Or do they ever sometimes be like, they don't mean nothing? Do they? Oh, does it always tie back?
I mean, something has to, like, because well, the Thunderbolts have like one of the strongest beings in existence on a team. So whenever you got people like, there's rules to this, that I've learned and observed, especially when you got the Hulk and you got guys like Sentry. And Sentry is the equivalent of their Hulk because they can't control him. Like, he does what he wants especially when he turns into the Void. But Feige got a tall order, man. There's a lot of things that in Marvel, and the internet been roasting Marvel for having post credit scenes that don't ever connect to nothing.
Dude, I saw this post today, man. They they are fucking they eat Marvel up because it's like, hey, I saw this thing that said that the sales that Fantastic Four made from this past Friday compared to opening weekend Friday was down 80%.
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this.
But
I'm gonna say,
I honestly and truly don't understand that how those figures are made. Like, what determines a flop? Like, if you make more than what you use to
you spent.
you spend to make the movie, even isn't that success?
I guess it's about the rave machine. You know, people don't look at money alone. I think it's uh, the conversation surrounding the film too, because people don't went to watch Superman like 2 or 3 times as well. And it's because of the way people were talking about it. And I think that for a lot of people, a lot of people, it's Fantastic Four has been this thing that for whatever reason people hate to see, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. There's always been this vendetta. And I liked most of all the Fantastic Four, save the one with Michael B. Jordan in it. Ain't got nothing to do with me and him. Ain't got nothing to do with me and him. I ain't go.
Look,
I ain't,
look, it ain't your fault that y'all have beef. I get it. So,
that's
so saying that, I feel like overall, this Fantastic Four was believable.
it's fantastic.
I had a lot of fucking fun watching them. I love the banter. What time is it? What time? I loved it. Fucking loved it because they're all best fucking friends just chilling.
They look like a reality TV show.
One
A
of
bunch
my
of
favorite
friends with
fucking
powers.
moments was two crazy favorite thing, 4 favorite thing moments. One, and in no particular order, him immediately noticing what was up with Sue. 2, the beard. 3, the way he fucking picked the cookies up.
Yes,
It showed that
he can't. He's big as hell.
he's big as hell, and you know how much control it has to take for him not to crush that fucking cookie. So that I thought that was really fucking cool, and the slingshot. How many was that? The
That's
pregnancy,
3 so far, I think.
the cookie thing, slingshot, and beard. So that's 4. Beard was
I'm not.
cool.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I love. I love to see Joseph Quinn, bro. I could see him as a DCU Flash.
Really?
He's got that. He got a face, man. You got to put him in something, man. He needs to be in another show.
They
I
said that I think let me get his name right since
Grant Gustin. You talking about
Grant
Gustin?
Gustin. Grant Gustin has shown interest in playing Flash,
I think
and
he's too old, bro.
really,
I think he's too old. Flash needs to be a young person. Like he could be old Flash. He could be like Silver Age Flash. My man with
yeah.
the silver joint. He could be that guy because the thing is, he's Grant Gustin is fantastic as Flash. But that was like almost 20 years ago, type. Like when he first put on that costume, it was like shit. What? It was like, dude, we were 9 seasons strong, bro. I think it was
Well, yeah. Per some friends of mine, they had like a good 5 seasons, and they had the rest. I think your mic needs to be a little bit. But so you watch all? Do you watch all the Arrowverse also?
Yeah, bro. I was into that. Bro, it was like my soap opera.
Dude,
Man,
I got up to when I want to say Oliver and Felicity
she was a smoke show.
were maybe starting, but I remember the Adam, the Brandon Routh as Adam. And I don't know what season that was.
Hey, man, you say her name with respect. Felicity Smoke Show.
She's one of my favorite gals as well.
She was the person in the on the chair. She was like Oracle.
Yeah.
So I loved it for that.
What can we think of anything else? Any last words, Fantastic Four?
Great showing. I think that the dynamic was great. They sped up. That movie spanned like a year. Like she was pregnant. She just got a pregnancy test. Then you see her with a belly like a couple scenes later, and then Franklin's out here running the show at the end. Like that was like a year in a movie, and but they did it artfully, even if it was still too quick for me.
Yeah.
But it and as an afterthought, we went over this. Having Franklin being born this early into their franchise movie debut makes it so he's their get out of jail card every time they can't face something.
That's it. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like introducing him now has given them exactly that. Hey, we could fuck up really, really, really bad, but in this next movie, Franklin fixes it.
Yeah, because he's a nuclear weapon and in diapers.
So, all right. So both solid 8s. Visually 9. Losing the point because of CGI Franklin.
Yep. Listen, Silver Surfer ain't never looked better than Silver.
Dude, I really enjoyed Silver Surfer. I thought the character was great. I thought every scene that she was in when she was surfing was cool as shit.
Came a long way from the Ozarks.
And it came a long way from the Ozarks. She's gonna be in this movie. You like scary movies?
Yeah.
She's gonna be in this movie called Weapons that's coming up.
I like scary movies, but scary movies aren't really scary anymore. If that makes sense.
She's gonna be in this movie called Weapons. It's about a town where one day just one classroom of kids just.
Oh, the previews are there. The previews.
Oh yeah. So definitely got to put on that list, or if it pops up on the Plex with watch party. But we appreciate y'all listening to us. We thought Fantastic Four ultimately was fantastic. So please give it a watch if you haven't already. It's going to be on Disney Plus or pretty much everywhere, whatever. We won't see it looks like we won't see them again until Avengers Doomsday. So we'll see. They don't have another movie planned or whatever, so we'll see how they do there. They plan to be in Secret Wars, so they obviously survive. So we'll see. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, and be sure to be back next week when we're going to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
All right, later.
Power and peace.